Fair warning, there are a lot of strobe lights, so just so you know. But I just thought they were really, really cute. Cute to add on. You see it? It's the Santa Cam. This house is under elf surveillance. Can you see it? How cute. How cute is this? And yes, y'all, this is Nerdy Girl Reviews, and we are back with another review. And if you've guessed it by the soundtrack playing in the background and my aesthetic, we are reviewing Elf. Currently streaming on HBO Max. If you'd like to see the full commentary, keep me locked here on YouTube. If you're watching this on Instagram, click the link in bio. If you're watching this on IG Stories, click the link. It will link you to my YouTube page. And if you'd like to see my other reviews, you can catch me on sofritoforyoursoul.com. Stay tuned. Yes, y'all, so today is Christmas Day, and we are reviewing a number of Christmas films. I thought I would be cute and buy these props so we can tell what movie we are reviewing. How cute is this? I mean, sorry, I have this upside down. Again, I'm not above pointing out my boo-boos. But how cute is this? This is available at the Dollar Tree. You can put this on any mantle. And this cute little camera too. It has this nice little beeping light. You could attach it and put it on any shelf, banister, whatever, whichever, your fireplace. How cute or adorable these accessories. Again, if you are in the Christmas spirit like I am, this can adorn, and even when you're doing your movie viewing, you can bust out the popcorn and have these as props in the background. Come on, that's gonna make for a great movie night, right? So aside from all that, I just wanted to highlight that yes, this is another New York story. I've been showing off my I Heart New York, I Love New York ornament because I just love New York stories. And if you're like me, you can enjoy some sightseeing with, again, we have this really beautiful tumbler from the Dollar Tree, and just wrap yourself in that nostalgia of old New York. And I will be the first to admit that I'm new to the movie Elf. I really didn't watch this film till this past year. I think it was like past January, so it was even long after Christmas. And I wanted to see, okay, what is the big deal here? Because so many people make references to Elf. And you see it even on IG when you're looking for gifts for Christmas time, and you always see Will Ferrell's Elf. So you're kind of like, okay, what is all of this about? So, and again, you can keep a coffee and hot cocoa or tea. This works as a nice thermos as well. Keeps everything nice and warm, and it looks stylishly beautiful. But I'm having some coquito with my cheers, which is Spanish for eggnog, is our interpretation of eggnog. Mm. Yeah, so I was new to it. I was new to the whole movie. And I just wanted to try it out, and I said, okay, what's this about? And I watched it, and I did really genuinely enjoy it. It was a really fun film, and if you want me to be perfectly honest, it has dated very well. I mean, again, it is from 2003, and a lot of other to be fair, a lot of other classic films we're talking about, like some are in the 60s, some were in the 80s, some were in the 90s, where maybe that kind of conscious thinking, that kind of deep thinking, conscious way of producing art wasn't a thing. So a lot of it, I will say in my other reviews that are impending, didn't age well, and certain things are kind of like, oh, they did that really? So, but this did age well, with the exception of a few things. But I think it's still very family oriented. It's a very family friendly film. I didn't know what exactly I was getting myself into. It's kind of like Adam Sandler films, you don't know what you're gonna get. You either hate it or you really love it. And I thought it was gonna be the same thing. But not for nothing, I've always been a fan of Will Ferrell. Like when he was on SNL, I thought he was hysterical. His Alex Trebek interpretation, long before Alex had passed, but it was so great, and it genuinely did. He did really embody Alex from Jeopardy really well. And aside from that character, we have Mr. Cowbell, which was again, I think that's all these characters cemented Will Ferrell's career. Then he would go on to do these films, or in Funny or Die on online, and yeah, he's the superstar he is today because of these films. But I didn't know what I was getting myself into, because I would just going based on the trailer, you just see him, going hysterical every 3 seconds. So you're like, do I really want to watch this? But it is a lovely film, and yes, if I look, or my wardrobe looks familiar, I am dressed as Zoe Deschanel's character, and we know Zoe. Right? I think soon after, I don't know if this was after she shot Almost Famous, but she definitely also blew up of her own accord. The New Girl, right, the show, and 500 Days of Summer, which is like the New York love story, right, that we all know, and had a wonderful soundtrack. James Caan is in the film, again, if you remember him from The Godfather, played Sonny. Bob Newhart. We even have Peter Billingsley. I can never pronounce his last name, but Ralphie from A Christmas Story. We also have Jon Favreau and Peter Dinklage from Games of Thrones, y'all. So these are like the early, their early work that would, obviously put them on the map. But what a great cast. It's a film from 2003. And so as a quick synopsis, Elf is a 2003 American Christmas comedy film directed by Jon Favreau. And remember Swingers, and he's done so many great films since then. You can Google his work, but it's extensive. Written by David Berenbaum and starring Will Ferrell, James Caan, all the actors I've already mentioned. Yeah, so on Christmas Eve, a baby at an orphanage crawls into Santa's sack and unknowingly taken back to the North Pole. After the child is discovered at the workshop, the elves name him Buddy after his diaper's brand label, and Papa Elf adopts him. So he later discovers that, he is human, not an elf. He's obviously the biggest one there. Man is like almost 6'5", if not 6'7", huge, and then realizes, yes, that he is human and has a biological father who works in the Empire State Building. So, and you see so many beautiful landmarks in the film. And so it is essentially a love letter to New York, Empire State Building, the Rockefeller Center, Radio City Hall. You see all those trees that adorn the area for Christmas time. It's such a great film, and yeah, and now I can see the allure why people love it so much. And Dawn the Green, because it also is an homage to his costume, his elf costume of green, hence my light in the back, green. But it's a great film, and you can attach it to all these other films like A Christmas Story, Home Alone, A Wonderful Life, The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, which, by the way, other films did not age well. Like, there's certain things that are gonna like, ooh. And I will get into that as I review more of my have a Christmas special and review those classics. But I do recommend it. It's available on HBO Max. Screen it today. Perfect for Christmas Day and unwrapping, have it in the background if you don't want to watch A Christmas Story for the millionth time. So with that, I leave you. If you like what you're seeing, give us a like, leave us a comment down below. If you want to follow my channel, hit the subscription button and the notification button so you can be alerted of my next review. And please stay tuned, because there are a number of impending reviews coming, which I'm excited for. So till next time.
I wish I knew how to break the spell. I'll take your hand. I ought to say no, 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 sir. gonna say that I tried.
What's the sense of hurting my
I
pride?
really can't stay.
Baby, it's cold outside.
Also, if you like my hat, it's also from the Dollar Tree. These little Jingle Bell embellishments, but they were from last year. They didn't bring them this year, which was odd. But always keep an eye out in the Dollar Tree. Sometimes they bring back the classics. So till next time, y'all. Merry Christmas and stay tuned. XOXO, Nerdy Girl.